Greetings, programs. My name is Wretch, and I'd like to welcome you to the demo to Aether Iron. This is an upcoming narrative RPG by Seismic Squirrel that should be coming out next year, and I've really wanted to check this out because the art style has really intrigued me. I'm not a huge fan of steampunk necessarily, but when it comes to Decopunk and Dieselpunk set between the 1920s and the 1950s, that checks off a lot of boxes for me, and I'm looking forward to checking this out. So let's get a new game started. Choose a difficulty option. This can be changed at any time from options. Always go balanced. Choose modifiers, single save or permadeath. I think we'll just leave those alone for now. This game supports autosave. Please don't turn off your game when you see the autosave icon. Roger that. News of the world! It's like the old movie tone.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination. That gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The Helicline Institute of Aethonics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city, not in the lowers. They call it that for a reason. Drowning in rain, lost in the shadow of the uppers. But with a job like today's, a girl can hope to finally catch her breath. Just a transport. No guns, no complications, no room for another screw-up. A second chance from a hard case like Mr. Blanc doesn't come around often. I just hope he's not setting me up. But something still isn't cooking right. Mr. Blanc doesn't give second chances to anyone. After that last job went south, he could have tossed me into the well and watched me get torn apart 6 ways to Sunday.
Now leaving the station.
Someday, I can leave the smuggling business behind. I won't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. Maybe I could even find a place in the uppers to thrive. Too bad I'm only welcome up here on business. For now. Someday, I'll have a whole place to myself up here. Something entirely mine. No thing and nobody holding me down. Just me and the open sky. Finally free.
Very metropolis with the upper city and lower city.
I slip into one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed. The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
I love a good noir narrative.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender.
The Glass Cage, Astoria Bay, the Uppers. Okay, let's get our bearings here. So our character's name is Gia. We got a Chimera as the name of our car. That's awesome. Heat is discreet and storage 0 out of 13. Hero talents. Complete missions and encounters to earn XP and level up. When you level up, each of your heroes gain a talent point for you to spend. Each hero has access to different talents. Increase your talent proficiency to more likely succeed in dialogue talent checks and unlock new skills. Increasing talents can unlock new skills. These skills grant your heroes new abilities and bonuses when they're part of your crew. See all of your heroes' unlocked skills on the right. Leveling up. Level up to enhance your crew's talent and attributes to improve your bonuses. Each crew member has access to different talents. Access your talents by selecting the crew portraits in the top left. So we are going to have a party here. Brass. Raw power, fearless grit, and strength to smash through obstacles. Brass talents make you unstoppable when it counts. We've got Daredevil, Enforcer, and Grease Monkey. Hustle. Street-born instincts, quick thinking, and dirty tricks. Hustle talents keep you fast, unseen, and one step ahead. And, oh, we can actually zoom out on that. Smarts. Sharp minds win hard fights. Smarts talents help you outthink enemies, solve problems, and turn knowledge into power. It looks like we have one talent point that we can throw into things. Daredevil. You thrive on risk and pushing the limits, whether it's resisting harm or performing death-defying stunts. Improves your success with Daredevil checks and unlocks upgrades that boost AP when health is low and give access to taunt abilities. So for all intents and purposes, this is like a single-player D&D campaign, just kind of set in this world. I know that there's dice to roll, so that's pretty awesome. Your physical prowess and intimidation skill make you a formidable force. You know how to leverage your strength and presence. Improves your success with enforcer checks and unlocks the upgrades that enhance the ram ability. And apparently all the combat in this game is vehicular based. With an innate understanding of machinery, you can repair, modify, and create mechanical marvels. Improves your success with grease monkey checks and unlocks upgrades that let you repair and sustain your vehicle. Dodger. Quick on your feet, you can evade danger and act swiftly. Your agility makes you a master of surviving perilous situations. Improves your success with dodger checks and unlocks upgrades that enable risky stunts and agile maneuvers in combat. Smooth talker. Your charm and persuasive skills allow you to navigate social interactions with ease. You can negotiate, bargain, and talk your way out of, or into, almost anything. Improves your success with smooth talker checks and unlocks upgrades that let your light weapons inflict powerful debuffs. Phantom. Stealth and subterfuge are your specialties. Whether it's sneaking past guards or pulling off covert operations, you excel in remaining unseen and undetected. Improves your success with phantom checks and unlocks upgrades that enhance evasion in combat. Strategist. A master of planning and tactics, you can see the big picture and make decisions that maximize your team's potential. Improves your success with strategist checks, and there's a lot here, guys. Unlocks upgrades that let you manipulate vehicle positions and sabotage enemies. Sabotage. Your keen eye, gumshoe. Your keen eye and sharp mind make you an excellent detective. You can piece together clues, track down leads, and uncover hidden truths. Improves your success with gumshoe checks and unlocks upgrades that let you reconfigure status effects on vehicles and apply buffs in combat. Brainiac. Your scientific knowledge and understanding of Aether technology gives you an edge in solving complex problems. Improves your success with Brainiac checks and unlocks upgrades that let you repair and buff allies in combat. So this is like the heavy-duty support. I don't think we want to use anything just yet, but the fact that this city has basically a singularity next to it is very interesting. Take Mr. LeBlanc's job offer. Let Mr. Blanc know I've arrived. Speak to Mr. LeBlanc carefully. Manage your crew. This is where you manage your crew. You can change which heroes join Gia on a mission and see all of your crew's skills and abilities in one place. You can only change your crew while you're at the hole. I guess that's our Batcave. You'll gain new crew members as you progress. You can change which vehicles your crew members are driving. Select swap and choose from any of your unlocked vehicles. We're going to have a fleet of vehicles. Cool. Change your vehicles to gain new abilities in combat, get more storage, or access new parts of the city. So, letting us know that we haven't upgraded anything here. Action points, storage, heat. Indicates whether the vehicle appears threatening to others, affecting the likelihood of combat occurring, and affecting some conversations. And weight. We've got a ram vehicle action, a gallon gun, heavy weapon, and a shotgun. Missions. Aerial view. Oh, it's New York City. Wow. Things have definitely changed, haven't they? Pockets. Crew members share a group inventory. This is your crew pockets. To adjust your inventory, you can click and drag items around to arrange them. Items have useful information that can be viewed by moving your cursor over them. Vehicles each have an inventory. Items can be moved around in each inventory, or you can click and drag to move them from one vehicle to another. So we got some maintenance, or inventory management. Inventories can be sorted to quickly rearrange and filter store items using the Sort All button and the filter buttons above the inventory. And we got $50. Nice. The Codex is your in-game encyclopedia, offering lore, character details, and insights into the world of Aether and Iron. Access it any time from the top right of the screen. Entries are unlocked as you progress through the story, complete missions, and explore the city. Look for highlighted new entries and delve deeper into the game's lore. Cool. Seems self-indulgent to keep notes on myself. Alright, that's fair. Okay. Let's get back here and actually see what the game has to offer. Ooh.
As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too. Currency in my line of work isn't always green.
Take it.
The bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink.
Hair of the dog. Booze hound.
The booze hound's a whistling faucet, and his drool-spattered watch is worth more than my whole outfit.
Oh, I like that aerial floor.
The regulars flock here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. Every now and then, a soul gets grounded. And this is the best seat in the house.
Back door?
My eyes dart to the back door. If things go sideways, I'm a quick sprint from the exit.
Cool. Anything else before we talk to Mr. Morgan?
The bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with the patron's belongings. I approach the counter.
Guess we got that bottle for free.
Morgan? I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted. Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
What can I do for you, Miss Rendazzo?
Talent checks. Certain dialogue options contain talent checks. These checks add an element of chance to your decisions, influenced by your crew's talents and attributes. Each check has a difficulty rating and a minimum number that you need to roll. When you perform a talent check, you roll 2 6-sided dice. Your crew's talent and attribute bonuses are added to the dice roll. All of your bonuses are shown in the tooltip when highlighting the dialogue option. Gumshoe. You need to roll a 5 or better. Easy. Well, could we go ahead? Oh, we can level up. That's handy. Add +1 bonus to your Gumshoe talent check dice rolls while this hero is in your crew. Tip off. Ally vehicles next to this vehicle gain the hastened status effect, movement cost -2 AP. Do we want to use our talent point yet? You know what? It said it was easy. Let's see if we can actually pull this off. Oh, barely. Ooh, we got some XP from that too.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne.
Is that a bad day?
Wilson never misses a shift.
Or a bad 2 days?
Never's a big word, Miss Rendazzo, especially in this line of work.
It's been a while. How's business, Morgan?
Business carries on as usual, Miss Rendazzo. Mr. Blanc's morning is full, and in the evening, we host Kit Holiday.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor. I got a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
So soon? I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in, so I smile.
So something... It said in the intro that there was a second chance, so maybe her uncle died during a job gone wrong or something?
I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick. He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
They'll be with you shortly, Miss Rendazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
It's actually very interesting that this bartender has an air of authority over our main character. I guess that shows the separation between the two cities.
A familiar scent fills the air and blazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth.
Whoa. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Mr. Blanc.
The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the booth. On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
Mr. Hands.
Drink.
Cut to the chase. 5+ strategy. Appreciate the drink. Well, it said that we needed to be careful, so let's go ahead and be polite here. Hopefully it's not poisoned.
I down the high-class poison. Might as well enjoy it while I can. A smooth burn sits on my tongue and melts clean through the jitters. The shadow sighs around the cigarette, as though he'd sipped from the glass himself.
Manners. Good.
Yeah, there we go.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke. Onto business.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the Lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
Okay.
She seemed like the type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
Smooth talker. Difficulty of medium. Ooh. What does smooth talker give us? Light weapons apply Aether drained -3 AP to targets. Actually, let's look at this. AP for every 3 HP missing from max health. 1 ram action per turn. Jump costs... Oh, the cars jump. Leaper. Light weapons apply... Okay, Aether Drain. For each round that you avoid taking damage, gain +1 damage to all light weapons, reset when hit. And I think this is all support, right? Adjacent enemy vehicles receive the engine failure status effect. A vehicle affected by engine failure is forced to move backwards at the start of each of its turns. The allies... And when you heal a vehicle, apply energized status effect to the target. Well, I guess we could go ahead and give it a shot, right? Let's try and coax him. I know it's not high odds, but we'll see.
You're the one who knows things, and that's all you know?
Don't.
You have what you need. Idle speculation is wasteful.
Mr. Blanc's gotta face a statue would envy. He knows more, but he's keeping it to himself.
Let's probe.
Sounds too easy.
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get. For now.
Gia Randazzo.
And if she brings in heat from the Heights?
I trust you will adapt.
Where's Wilson? Morgan looks worse for wear out there. The yellow flame flashes on caught breath.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my employ.
Shame. He owes me money. Know where I can find him? The booth darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson. Him and those he associated with. Or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
He took a fall, didn't he?
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. Mr. Blanc is a monster in his own right. I don't want to know what ghosts haunt his closet.
Maybe literally and figuratively. Took a fall.
I'll get it done in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Your reputation is mud, Randazzo. This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid. Half your usual.
Oh. You know, Smooth Talker seems like a good thing to go for. Here. Let's go ahead and press enter to upgrade Smooth Talker. There, the die is cast. Well, actually, not yet. Gia's Smooth Talker is +1, so I need a 6 or better. Ask politely for a higher pay. Ooh, there we go.
Half my usual? You called me up here to insult me?
You are not the same smuggler you were a year ago. I pay for who you are now.
It's a conversation I'd had several times already with too many clients. Conversations I'd lost. Turns out one bad day wipes out a lifetime of reliability. I had to try again. I'm every bit the same person I was. That's why you want me on this job. Why you need me. You can't risk your little Heights socialite giving you a bad name with the fat cats upstairs.
If she held any influence, she wouldn't be running away.
Then why is she up here?
So she's running away. And he didn't dispute the first part. You could have called anyone, but you called me because I am the same person. No one else will protect her like I will. That you know. And that's worth a little respect. His cigarette extinguishes itself, obscuring what little of his face I could see in pure black. He did need this girl protected. Question was, from whom?
Your usual, then. And Randazzo, I expect your usual? You'll find her outside.
Hey.
Being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
Plus $30. I'll take it. The mission log. The mission log displays your available missions, including details on their current objectives. From here, you can also review a history of previously completed missions. Access at any time from the top right of the screen. Conversations, locations, and other points of interest required to progress a tracked mission are highlighted across the game world. Tracked or not, all available missions can be progressed. Use track mission to more easily follow the mission you're currently pursuing. Alright. End that conversation. Can't talk to anyone else. Back to taxi platform.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise, too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her. Obvious was right. That's the one.
Taxi platform. Oh man, this aesthetic is so awesome. I remember the first time I saw kind of deco / dieselpunk was The Rocketeer. That's like one of my favorite Disney movies. Criminally underrated. Let's observe our surroundings here.
Bet these platforms don't see many folks from the lowers. It's really something. Someday, I'll wake up to this every morning.
Also like how the icon dims to let you know that you've clicked on it.
Zio always liked cabbies. Said they were useful. This is where he and I disagreed.
Was Zio the uncle, maybe? Nelly. Real quick. Alright, there's our missions. We got some top shelf liquor.
One of the buzzards has her cornered. The girl's smile is a mask. She's being polite, but she doesn't realize how ugly this could get.
Ooh, convince the cabbies to leave. We need 7+ for that. Enforcer, 5+. Or buy the cabbies off with the top shelf liquor. Why would I want to get rid of the top shelf liquor when it's easier to be an enforcer? Let's see how that works. Because we would need 7+.
Hey, beat it. This fare's mine.
We are on the edge of a knife.
The cabbie gawps at me, stunned I dare intrude on his meal ticket. He sneers and turns back to the girl possessively.
You pay her no mind, doll. Listen, do you like music?
I step forward and dig the snout of my pistol into the unwashed folds of his exposed neck.
Huh.
At the cold touch of iron, he lets out a little rat squeak.
That'll do it. Nice piece.
Now that's music.
Oh boy,
You're with me, Principessa. The girl locks eyes with me and instantly puts the pieces together. She's a fast one.
Also, that music in the background reminds me of like those 1950s like modern home videos that they would show, or the background music in an episode of Ren and Stimpy.
thanks ever so much, but my friend's here? Have a nice day.
She trots over to me. The buzzards grumble and fly off, on the prowl for their next piece of roadside meat, leaving one stubborn hanger-on to squawk.
You better watch your back, girly. We'll see you later. I guess some of the stuff isn't voice acted.
That sure was scary. I didn't realize. Thank you, Miss Smuggler?
I give her a once-over, like a filament warming up inside a ball. Her shaken nerves are slowly replaced with a beaming smile. My silence doesn't seem to deter her optimism.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right. My degree's in theoretical aethonics. I did my dissertation on Cherenkov radiation's impact on aether particulate flux. Columbia, then NYU for postgrad. Such a gorgeous campus. Have you been?
Thanks for that resume.
Can't say I have.
It's pretty close to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics. Olympus Park is what most people call it. Where I work. Or worked, anyway.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
It's a cool character design for sure.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
Wow. 10 plus? Let's just tell the truth.
Depends who's asking.
Well, I am silly. How does one become a smuggler anyways?
Usually not by choice.
Wowzers.
Uh-huh. My car's this way. Come on. I get an itchy feeling, like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter, like walking into a room without turning on the lights.
Fun. Okay, travel to the ferry station, buy tickets to the lowers, stow away on a ferry to the lowers.
We step into my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in. So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really? I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
Oh, that's not smart.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Minus 2 dice in street smarts.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Yeah, don't press that.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
Let's find out.
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've gotta learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport.
Let's ask about her plans?
So, first time in the lowers, huh? Doing some sightseeing?
I'd rather not talk about it.
The kid glances away and grips the case tighter. This line of questioning isn't going anywhere. So, you and Mr. Blanc are old friends? The girl gives me a confused look, like I was using a jar of rotten eggs as face cream.
No, he helped me out of a difficult situation. He's a very kind man, you know. Quite like him, though I think he smokes too much.
Kind? I've never heard it put that way.
He talked about you before you showed up. I think he likes you. Said you had grit, that I could trust you. Not much else, though. After that, he just smoked and smoked. Dirty habit, don't you think?
I can't tell if she's being serious. Miss Sunshine doesn't seem like the type to lie, but getting Mr. Blanc to share personal details wasn't a scenario I could see playing out.
Let's go with Gumshoe. It's the same thing, difficulty, but out of the two. Ah, so close.
Her shoes are well polished, her hands clean, and the letters ER adorn her briefcase. She's an open book, but I can't get a read on anything useful.
Is there something you want?
I want to know what I'm getting myself into, kid. Something's off.
Exactly what Mr. Blanc told you. I need transport to the lowers. That is all.
It's never that easy.
Maybe this time it is.
Press X to doubt.
While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone. I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy. I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
Moving around the island, click on a location to view info and set it as your destination. Click on it again or press space to travel there. You can also right-click to travel to a destination instantly. You may encounter unexpected events along your route. After an event, you will return to the map. You continue your journey by pressing space or by clicking on the destination again, or you can choose a new destination. So can we... Okay, that's pretty cool, and looks like there's tons of other levels underneath, too. Can we go anywhere else? No? Alright, to the ferry terminal. Surprise.
I catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
No! How did he find me?
Who?
Time you came home, darling.
Nellie? Who is that?
Looks like you found a little tour guide, Eleanor. Got no quarrel with you, smuggler. Pull over, and you can drive away clean.
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
Enemy vehicles can be damaged by selecting a weapon and then an enemy vehicle to shoot. Each weapon can only be used once per turn. Hover over locations to preview their path. Click on a location to move there. Moving forward costs more than moving backward. Oh. You can combine attacks and movement by selecting an ability and then choosing a location to use it. Combat is dynamic. Look out for obstacles and lane changes that could damage or even destroy your vehicle, or use them to your advantage against enemies. Okay, what do we got? Movement here. That is us. Civilian. Civilian. And our... I guess we go... Damages enemy vehicles in small area, has a 1-round cooldown. Direction, back. Sure. I don't really want to hurt the civilians, right? Not unless they make it happen. And move and shoot. Oh yeah. And we'll move back. Oh, that's cool. That doesn't cost anything to actually hit the brakes. At least we're away from the civilians. Let's end the turn. Or are they on his side? I'm not sure. It doesn't have to go like this. Ow. Alright, and we're back. So, shotgun. Right? Is this... Is there a particular way? Direction to the right. Oh, he got himself into a position where he didn't. Rude. And we take a little bit of damage as well. Okay, if that's the case, let's go ahead and do the same here. It doesn't look like those guys are going to attack us in the turn. Oh god, what for that mean? Alright, we need to get out of this direction. This will give us 4, right? Oh, let's see if we can use the terrain here. 3, right? Okay, let's do that. We're smoking a little.
Another notch on the dash.
Oh! Okay, cool.
We did it, Gia! He's gone!
That was too easy. We need to get off this island, now.
That's cool being able to use the terrain as it's going on. Scrap metal. Okay, we're hurting a little bit though. Stop. All vehicles leaving Astoria Bay require an exit permit.
I got my papers. Verified this morning by...
All exit permits from before noon today are considered void. You'll have to acquire a new permit inside the terminal.
Look, maybe there is some other arrangement we can reach. I flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money.
Ma'am, that might fly where you're from, but not up here. You'll have to get a permit like everyone else. Now, move.
He waves me on, and I drive towards an open...
Near the entrance of the terminal. And we have arrived.
People mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close.
Astoria Bay Ferry Terminal. Take Dr. Reinhardt to the lowers. Buy tickets to the lowers, stow away on a ferry to the lowers. We can drag and see different areas. Doesn't seem to be anything else, though. There's not a dark cloud in the sky, or a black hat in the crowd, but my shoulders remain tense. Kinda makes me want to pixel hunt to see if there's anything I may miss.
We're killing time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket watches, and dull chatter, waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia, are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Jeepers! Ugh, that poor man. We should
do nothing.
We should do nothing.
Yep.
Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh.
Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the Chimera in no time.
Right. We're... what's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because... oh, dear, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
The girl runs off,
Leaving me to idle in line. Call after her or let her enjoy herself? No, that's probably not smart.
Hey, don't wander off. She stops, but only long enough to shoot me a grin and a wave. An innocent invitation to come along.
Cotton cloud. Oh, she wants cotton candy. Okie dokie.
The vendor sculpts pink and blue clouds for passengers in search of a sweet souvenir. Nellie looks ready to buy out the whole stand.
Well, she has that money.
The speakers call out names with far more cheer than they deserved. Dreamland, Nation's Crusade, and so on. None were ours.
So I'm assuming that all the cars board these giant airships and then they go to the other islands. That's really cool.
The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. I throw a look and she focuses on picking out a flavor. A stick of cotton later, I heard her back in line. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved. I let her get in a few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you? Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but he's not here.
Forcibly ask about the man chasing her. Ugh. I mean, it would make sense if what she has is valuable, people would be on the way. Let's just ask about the briefcase.
Look, kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport, and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture, but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
It's the well.
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then. Neighborhood's already coming to pieces anyhow.
It's expanding. Getting bigger. Stronger. It's going to get bad, Gia. Really bad.
You're pulling my leg.
No, I swear, Gia, the car!
What? We just got Grand Theft Auto'd.
Minutes. I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes. Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal, and the blur of a black hat. They took my car.
Gia, my research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back.
It's in the smuggler compartment, so they may not know about it. Ooh, glass birds and glass shoes. Mission complete. And we got a big level up here. Whoa. Okay, hold on a second. We have 2 talent points to use. I I guess we're already a smooth talker, so let's go ahead and unlock the Aether Drain. But now the question becomes, what do we want to do here? Knowing what we know about the vehicle combat, 1 ram action per turn. Oh, that's kind of cool. Automatically ram them back. Convert remaining AP into health, healing up. Oh, that's actually quite nice. For Grease Monkey, I kind of want to go more on Gia's personality, though. It may... New combat action, Aether Void. I like the Gumshoe, too. She seems like a kind of a hard-boiled detective. Ally vehicles gain the hasten status effect. Remove all status effects from a target vehicle. Gain improved hastened effect. Adjacent enemy vehicles forced to move backwards at the start of each of its turns. Maybe Phantom? 1+1 damage to all light weapons resets when hit. Let's do Phantom. I like that a little bit. I mean, we don't have a car right now. That's a bit of a problem. But actually, no. Let's do Gumshoe. I gotta go with what feels right.
The Hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink, and you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
The Hole. And that looks really cool. Apparently we're in an old greenhouse. Okay, we've got... Ooh, the stash. We've got a shotgun. That's good. Oh, we don't have a car. Okay, we can't actually grab this thing yet. That sucks. Then we can go through different categories. While the Joneses have their gilded wallpaper, all I have is a head full of somedays. Unfortunately, dreams don't provide much of a view when your eyes are open.
Finally, the first drop of real sunshine all day.
Glug glug. Portrait of Uncle. What would you do here, Zio? Say the job's over, cut the girl and run? You'd definitely save me from a headache. So Zio is the uncle. Okay. I can last one more day. She's trying to quit cigarettes. I still have that new edition of BAM to read. Later. New York City's bigger than the world that holds it. A single filing cabinet couldn't contain it all, but I always found a way to keep it stocked with everything I need. Zio always told me to have a way out. This old greenhouse has plenty of windows that offer that very service. Would hate to break one on a quick getaway, though. That is fair.
Sweet, sweet poison.
Can we keep on drinking?
Ugh, empty.
No!
Ugh, empty.
Well, worth a shot. Okay, Nelly.
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment, too colorful. Everything feels smaller. The space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
I guess a lot of the stuff hasn't been fully voice acted yet. I mean, it is a demo, guys, so it will take time. if that's kind of what they want to go for.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I, were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late. I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me,
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him. Black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
Gotta get away.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you have no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Yeah, what kind of company were you keeping?
Your colleagues. Tell me about them.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. Find the answers to...
She holds back the grief by roaming the room with her eyes, latching onto every detail and yet ignoring every bit of it.
And they were kind. Alistair, Professor Gardner, especially. He always looked out for me, even when I first showed up. A 16-year-old with a half-packed suitcase and too many questions. He always tried to help. Right to the end.
Your kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves, and conclude that it's mostly harmless. Nothing more than clouds or a bad storm.
That's the thing! It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot. Something is causing it to persist and expand.
You're sure it's expanding?
If my work is correct, quickly.
It was just a pause, a moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, Gia. A city kept alive with technology so foreign 80 years ago that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course. I have some money,
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity and a possible lifetime of hopelessness.
Her money was in her bag, wasn't it?
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
She looks up at me, eyes suddenly welling into baby blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he? He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
Hey, kid. Look at me. You're smart. You'll figure something out. You just... Listen. I'll talk to someone who could help, but I need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase. And right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Not everything.
Ooh. Traveling incognito.
I don't get it. You're from Olympus Park. You got money. And you just leave without talking to anyone?
I needed to disappear quickly. Apparently, I'm not all that good at it. I didn't have time to pack. I took the first ferry I could find. It left me in Astoria Bay. Fortunately, when I told a very nice officer I needed to get to the lowers, he referred me to Mr. Blanc.
Knowing Mr. Blanc, that referral didn't happen by chance. He's got eyes in every dark corner of the city. If a bird from the heights flew down on an air of mystery, he'd want to know why.
Knowledge is power, after all.
He called you by your name. We're looking at someone who's done his research, or someone who's got something personal on you. Got any enemies up there?
No!
You sure? You didn't piss off some other brainiac with a better showing at the science fair?
No.
You running from family? Some bigwig who made a pass at you? Jilted husband?
I'm not. I've never been married. I don't have the time or the interest. But even if I did, I haven't had any gentleman callers, or really met any gentlemen. Aside from Professor Gardner, of course, but he doesn't count. Not in that way.
I like how asking questions unlocks new avenues you can go down.
This Professor Gardner's come up a few times. Who is he?
Oh, Professor Gardner, Alistair Gardner, was one of the first people recruited to the Helicene Institute. He's one of their spokesmen, too. He even oversaw my application. The other adjudicators were reluctant. Everyone else was so much more senior and older, too. But Alistair fought for me. He called my skills and my desire for a better world a brilliant ambition. He helped look after me during my stay at Olympus Park. It helps that he supervised the lab that I worked in.
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the heights, let alone Olympus Park. How'd someone like him get inside?
Meaning the Black Hat.
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access? Disguised himself, maybe? But you can't just stroll through. I had to go through an extensive vetting process to even be allowed to visit.
So he's found you twice. Once in the heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc. He'll probably track you down here, too.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. If I'm going to get anything useful out of this, I gotta give her something to latch onto. Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care of him. Going to get my car and your briefcase back.
Really?
It's a matter of personal and professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything. I'll be back soon.
Wait, I'm going with you.
I don't know about that.
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. For starters, I'm excellent company. I'm also smart and amazing at aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there, but if not, well, let's be honest with each other. I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me. Us.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault. Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Until I'm back, stay put. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble too.
But we're about to.
Cress Carter is the only person in the hole who could sell me something with 4 repulsors and a steering wheel. Only one issue. I'm broke. Fortunately, I have something more valuable to her than a wad of cash.
1 Coleman Hawkins record added to crew pockets.
If there's anything that can soften bad news and a steep ask from Cress, it's fresh vinyl with a smooth baritone. I second guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet tied.
And we do have a shotgun in the safe.
I don't live like royalty, but I got a few shabby creature comforts around. Maybe it's enough to keep the girl's hands busy.
Comic books, right? Ooh. Offer booze? No. There we go.
Try one of these. Cloud Captain never fails to cheer me up.
Oh, thanks, Gia.
She starts to flip through the pages as I leave, her eyes landing longer on the page with Cloud Captain's devilish smile.
Much better. Alright, one sec, guys. Ooh, it's a long demo. I actually went and got dinner. Okay, let's head to the garage and see what this is all about. Manage our vehicles. But we have no vehicle. Home Island. There's Cress, who I guess we're going to give the record to, but what else do we have here? Change vehicles. You cannot change your crew or vehicle while away from the hole. The treasured limited edition Coleman Hawkins record. Cress's favorite musician. She works tirelessly on that arm of hers, obsessing over it, making sure that it's not useless. Sometimes I wonder if she's talking about herself more than the arm.
Cress? The hole doesn't ask much of its residents. Stay quiet, don't draw attention, find comfort in the dark. Despite growing up in Aether in the Undercity, Cress Carter refused to abide.
Good for her.
From behind a junker made more of rust than steel, two faintly glowing points rise. Cress appears, pale, milky eyes already wary and fixed to joust.
Where's my baby, 8-Shot?
The low, angry rumble of the island's Aether generators shake the floor in protest of their nature-defying feat. I hope it stifles the sound of my pulse. This is news I don't want to break.
Ooh, okay, Grease Monkey. Disarm? Please?
Yeah, about that. Is that a combustion engine you're working on? It's practically an antique.
Mr. Thompson's been holding on to this thing since he first moved here. Left it to me when he passed. She's not much now, but a few more tons of elbow grease, and she'll sing.
She stretches her prosthetic arm and tilts her head, analyzing the jagged edges of this car-shaped hunk of rust like puzzle pieces she can rearrange and solve. She's distracted, mind somewhere free and happy, when I bring her back down. Cress, I got some bad news. The car's gone. I let my guard down.
Roll the dodge.
You lost it? You here then to beg for your life?
I need help getting it back. An iceberg lugged 3,000 miles from the North Pole and thrown in the corner wouldn't have made this room any colder. Cress, Look, I don't come empty-handed. Here, found this on one of my jobs.
Please don't kill us.
You think you can bribe me with a Coleman Hawkins? Damn. Okay, I'm listening.
She's still out there. My guess is White Street. The thief was after something in a hidden compartment, and they won't get it open without help. White Street will take apart anything if they get to keep the parts.
I'm listening for an apology, Gia. That wasn't just your car. It was hours, days of my blood, sweat, and tears to make it work.
You think I don't feel bad enough as is? I'm sorry, Cress. It's this job I'm on. This client, some hotshot's after her. Same punk who took the car.
Apology accepted, if you get our baby back. Now, this job. I thought you were taking things easy still. Honestly, surprised you found work at all. It's only been a year since your uncle died. How you holding up?
Ooh, let's go ahead and confide in her, and also we need some more info as well.
Work's dried up, even the easy jobs that no one wants. What I can get is barely enough to get by.
Have you considered calling in that favor Needles owes you? He's working in White Street now. Pretty sure he could get you a job if you need it. Here, he's been busy lately.
Needles? I'm not talking to that prick, not in 100 years. Not sure who would shoot first if we saw each other again. No, Cress, not him. Wait, are you keeping tabs on him?
You're not the only smuggler that's good at what they do. He's also one of the few who still runs in White Street. Aetherics over there don't have many options, especially with that tyrant and his constant wars.
Gotta look for opportunity where you find it.
War in White Street wasn't new, and it wasn't worth the small talk or the bad memories that come with it. It's this client. There's something off about her.
Off? How?
Can't place it yet. Too many questions. Doesn't help that she's from the Heights.
Well, there's your problem. Anyone who lives that high up has a screw loose. Not enough oxygen. Shouldn't trust any of those airheads.
I didn't even think about that.
I might have to if I want to get my car back.
Be careful out there, Gia.
Not right now, Cress. I just want to stay focused, find my car. I bet by now she's in the hands of some White Street chop shop. I need your help, Cress.
2 favors then. A car, and I assume a lead in White Street.
Her eyes go distant. She never told me who she lost when White Street's Baron executed his last purge, but she disappeared for a week afterwards. When she finally returned, someone else walked around in Cress's leather shoes. She pulls out a pencil, scribbling a symbol on an old stale coffee filter plucked from the ground.
North White Street Harbor, Pier 9. Say I sent you. You'll find some Aetherics who can help. Maybe. As for the car, got a lemon out back. Not much, but it's a start. Bring it around, and maybe I can get it working.
Oh, this is like Symphony of the Night when you get to see Alucard in all his glory and then he gets depowered.
Take these repair kits too, in case you get in a scrap.
Oh, there will be scrapping.
Thanks, Cress.
1 hand-drawn Aether rat symbol added to crew pockets. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Gia, don't be an ass. I'll hear about it.
Ooh. Paint, change vehicle color, repair vehicles, change vehicle parts. Rusty lemon car. All right, 2 out of 15. Now that we got a car, can we... Oh. Yes, please. Grab that shotgun. Can we repair vehicles, change vehicle parts? You can change the parts equipped in your vehicles in the garage. Select any vehicle to view its parts. Select any parts slot to view a list of all your matching parts. Equip new parts to improve your vehicle's stats and unlock new combat abilities. You can upgrade your parts by spending currency to improve their stats. Upgrading the garage gives you access to higher tiers of part upgrades. You can also give your vehicle a new coat of paint. Select different colors and crests to see how they look. Unlock new colors and crests by exploring the garages and safe houses around the city. Well, that's neat. Gives you the chance to really make something your own. Heat is discreet. Rusty pistol. Can we... Oh, there we go. We have equipped the shotgun. Can we equip the pistol? Wrong weapon type. Undercarriage weapons. Okay. And we have an armor slot and an empty storage slot that we currently do not have the parts for. Maybe we can buy something? We will confirm. Alright, let's... Scrap pile. Store converts vehicle parts into scrap. Yeah, ready? Guess we didn't need that gun anymore. That was probably... That's an assumption on my part, though.
Hey there.
Got one other thing to ask.
Gia, I'm not running a charity. If you need any more favors, you'll have to pay for them. With cash.
This girl I picked up, she's in a bad way. Needs a place to lay her head. She's short on change right now, too, but... She holds up her hand, closes her eyes, and breathes slowly.
I have a place, sure. Basically an overflowing trash can, but it's something. I'll need rent. Have her come talk to me later.
You looking for any other jazz records?
Sure. Why? Need to butter me up again?
All the buttering up. Just want to keep an eye out.
You know I love the do.
How'd you get this garage started anyways?
Saved up some pennies while I was working up in Nation's Crusade. Eventually I found this place and bought it for a song.
Yeah? Let me guess. Cole Porter. Bet you got a lovely singing voice.
Very funny.
Seriously, if you had a good thing going, why give it up? Why take a big risk down here in the hole?
I gotta explain that to you, of all people. I wanted my own space, Gia. My own business. So what if it crashes and burns? I earn my own money doing what I'm good at. And damn anybody who tries to stop me.
I can respect it. Fair enough. And you are good at it.
Too damn right I am. Now, is there something else you wanted?
You ever miss the Aether life?
Would you? I wake up and my time is my own. I get to see the stars at night.
Sure, but your family, your friends, you must have some good memories.
I don't know. Yeah, there were happy times. Playing wrench ball with the other kids. Listening to music with my folks. But we had to fight for every little moment like that.
As she recalls her upbringing in the free homes beneath the city islands, Cress's face takes on a solemn focus, like she's holding a hand over a candle flame to protect it from the wind.
You grow up an Aether rat. You grow up hoping someday you'll make it out. And you keep that hope alive, no matter what.
Like a pilot light. That brings a little spark into her Aether-stained eyes.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
Be careful out there.
Well, let's get back to the hole.
I left the kid to get some rest. I returned to find her stainless shoes performing a precarious balancing act on my chair while her hands twirl the wall crank. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, Gia! I'm not used to having time on my hands, and I couldn't help but notice your plant wasn't getting enough light. I adjusted the height, and it should get up to 10% more exposure. I hope that was all right.
Next time, ask. Anyway, got transport and a lead. Let's head out.
Already?
We need to move fast if we even want a chance of finding my car and your briefcase in one piece. Best bet? We start with White Street.
Why there? Is it a smuggler thing?
It's a hunch. White Street's whole business is sanitation and recycling. You need something disposed of on the down low? That's where you go.
Cool. Ooh, captain's quarters. What is that? Mr. Throg, the salty old ferrymaster, limps across the dock of his beloved tug with the stiff gait of a seasoned skydog. Spotting me, he raises a hand in greeting. Miss? Asked Mr. Throg about the ferry captain life. You enjoy captaining a ferry? It's my job. Come on. Nobody does what you do for as long as you have if they don't love it, right? The old man's eyes are roomy with time and pain, and a loneliness like the open sky. Sure, miss. It's a wonder what an old swab like me ever got to fly. So what's your story, anyways? Miss? Like, were you born here? How'd you get into the ferry game? No, my family come from Maine. Fishermen. That's how I learned to pilot a tug. And what brought you to New York? Throg winces, like his gammy leg is giving him pain, or like I dredged something up from some dark depths, something he didn't want to remember. Ah, well, that would be Ella May, my wife. You salty old dog. I didn't know you were married. I'm just having fun with the old boatman, just trying to raise a smile on that dour leather mid of a face, but I can see I've wounded him, and I feel a twist of guilt. Long time ago, miss. A real long time. I'll see you later. Take care now. Well, that was awkward. Alright, let's travel to the city. Oh my god. Astoria Bay, White Street, Dreamland. I guess that's where Kirby rules the roost. Nation's Crusade, Home Island. That's crazy. First Point Ferry, named after Eli's historic landing and subsequent takeover of the barony, the First Point Ferry terminal ushers in most of the outside traffic coming in and out of White Street. So I guess every island has a baron. Now arriving First Point Ferry, White Street.
I don't believe in vengeful spirits. If they existed, White Street would have been torn from the sky in retribution for its decades of war. Instead, it stays floating to spite the dead, a withered shell of its former glory.
Nellie, I want you to watch me and stay close.
Why? Is something wrong?
Where would I find the time, kid? Or the heart to fill your head with graves of ash, islands on fire in the night, the thunder of war in the skies? That was years ago. But not yet.
It's like the Burrows went to war. Oh, wow. Like once they became airborne. All right. Surprise encounter.
Halt! The roads are closed until the demonstration is over. Exit your vehicle and line up for the parade.
Oh, Gia! A parade! Let's go!
If you do not comply, you will be arrested.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Fine. I needed to stretch my legs anyhow. Like a dove on an updraft, the girl flutters off as soon as her heels hit the street, following the music and fanfare to the nearby parade.
Hey, I said stay close!
Wowzers. I haven't been to one of these since I was young. Father took me to several, but those weren't as, serious. Where are the floats? The clowns? They're just soldiers. Are all parades in the lowers like this?
Just like this? No. Each baron has their own flavor of showboating to distract from how bleak life is down here. White Street's just eager to march and flash their guns around.
Something big must be going on. Do you know what's happening?
I'm not sure what this is. White Street has been bleeding territory, money, and men for over a decade in its wars with the surrounding barons. This should be a funeral march, not a celebration.
Scope out surroundings.
Through a hail of ticker tape, I swerve past a waving arm to get a better look at the line of soldiers. Spotless uniforms, polished guns, a show of strength that White Street hasn't been able to afford in years. When did they fill their war chest? Hey, pal, what's the occasion?
Yeah, General's unveiling his new machine. Soldiers say it's gonna save the lowers.
Save the lowers? Going to take more than some new weapon to do that.
Shh! You wanna get us thrown in the tomb? Smile and wave.
He applies more plaster to his smile. I glance around. He's not the only face in the crowd straining to keep the corners of their mouth upright. The cries of support echo emptily. The banners flow without enthusiasm. Like stone pushed through a sieve, the crowd forces out cheers for a devil clad in white.
Yay!
Is that the Baron of White Street? He must be really popular.
He has all the popularity of a runaway freight train.
That's Eli Tillingast. Calls himself the General. They cheer because if they don't...
Burn the tyrants!
Oh god, are we about to see an Archduke Ferdinand situation? Oh, that's a big gun he's got, though. Oh, Molotov! You should have thrown harder. Wow.
One hot blast of light was all it took to disappear a crowd, stunning onlookers like a twisted magic trick. Instead of applause, cries of panic and a stampede of feet clap the pavement, while a putrid smell fills the air. My gut twists as it fights every reckless impulse to run.
Let yourself be sick, steal your nerves. Let's try and steal our nerves. Kid. And that didn't happen.
A few onlookers run from the scene. My nerves scream follow before the next shot.
Okay, foolhardy onlookers run from the scene before being gunned down by rifles hidden in dark corners along the promenade, revealed only by the occasional flash. Let's stay still.
I grind my shoes into the pavement and force air through my lungs. In, out, over and over. I tell myself the cannon's not aimed at us.
Be cool. Yeah, be cool, honey bunny.
The crowd seconds from dissolving into a frenzied swarm. If I don't grab the kid and move, we're going to get trampled flat. However, we're saved by an unlikely savior.
Hold!
The Baron of White Street stands, gloved hand extended. Despite fear and panic, the crowd obeys, frozen in place by a gentle, assuring gesture.
Let the procession continue.
Oh, this guy has strong Moff Gideon energy.
The music starts back up, and the world moves on Eli's command. Coerced cheers rush to fill terrified silence, while marching boots blot out the scorched earth.
The days where White Street bled tirelessly, save a debaucherous world, have come to an end. We will bleed no longer. Our enemies will tremble for a weapon they cannot resist, a weapon they cannot overcome. We will demand our rightful place in the sun and rid the shadow of chaos from the lowers. We are just. We are strong. We are unsullied.
He pumps his fist and the crowd answers with a deafening cheer. With all eyes back on the general and his grisly procession, I look for Nellie.
Uh-oh. The war banners of White Street once flew over much of the lowers. I dread the day it happens again. These barons are no different than dictators of small countries, playing dress-up and throwing their armies around like toy soldiers on the playground. Destruction like that. With weapons like these, they could reclaim everything they've lost, dragging the whole damn city back into war. God help us. Okay, there's Nellie. Despite the carnage, the crowd's feet remain glued in place. They cheer harder, more desperate, refusing to tempt fate and its devastating new weapon. Who are you, though?
It's only a second, but I spot a glint of metal in the curve of a black brim that resembles a scarred-up bastard. I go for my gun, but he disappears like campfire smoke in the night. Did he spot us? Or am I jumping at ghosts? I scan the whole street. Nothing. Not a hint of the black hat or my car. I decide not to mention it to the kid. After what happened, I'm jumpy enough for the both of us.
Oh, and he's gone. Okay.
Oh, no! That weapon, Red Aether, wasn't ever... Oh, gee, those people. Those poor people.
You recognize it? What the hell was that thing, Nellie?
It was never supposed to get out. Never. How did it get out? How?
She buries herself in her hands, breathing hard, wishing with every strained muscle that this nightmare would end. A part of me wants to join her.
I can't stay here, Gia. We have to go.
We can't. Not without attracting serious attention. You saw what happened. If we get caught sneaking out, we'll get shot.
Gia, please.
The kid's bloodless face moves me to glance down the procession line. The tail end's in sight, but the miserable sound from the girl has me second-guessing how long her nerves will hold.
Alright, let's try and calm her down.
Nellie, look at me. Talk to me. Just tell me what that was.
That weapon used red Aether, Gia. A highly volatile, highly experimental version of Aether. It's very powerful, but also very unstable. But red Aether wasn't supposed to...
With nothing more than an empty expression, the kid clams up tighter than a 10-inch steel vise. I guess we need to wait out the parade.
We have to wait the parade out. Hold on just a while longer.
I understand.
The sound of lockstep boots thumping asphalt finally fades into the corpse-stained wind, and the crowd, released from their mandated joy, finally begins to disperse. Silence finds its way back into the world. All at once, the poor kid's nerves crumble like a paper cup, spilling her insides all over the now vacant street. Take it easy, kid. Slow breaths, all right?
Let's get out of here. Now, please.
Yeah, we're done.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Enough distance passes that ash and screams and a bright, hot light start fading into a bad memory. Nellie breaks the silence.
Is White Street always this... awful?
Often enough. White Street's never shied away from putting down opposition with violence. Never heard of them using a weapon like that, though.
But those were their people. He's supposed to be the Baron. Isn't he supposed to listen to their concerns? What about due process?
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Look, kid. It might work that way upstairs, but not here. The only word that matters down here is the Barons, and in White Street, the chain of command's everything. If Eli says we're going to war, you either fall in line, or you're an enemy.
One might have been bad, but the others were simply calling for peace. Where's the harm in that?
White Street tried the whole peace thing a few years ago. Someone blew them to bits during peace talks. That's not something they'll ever forget.
Whew. Okay, let's continue the journey. Nope. Are we docking? I love the comic book art style here. It's so cool. Oh, there's that symbol.
It's around here somewhere, hidden. What was that symbol?
Are we really going into the Undercity? Will the Aether Rats let us, or are the stories true? You don't think they'll throw us off the island, do you?
Which stories we talking about?
Well, the ones in the papers? I've never met an Aether Rat, so I honestly don't know how much of it is true or not. However, they're supposed to be benevolent, aren't they? They keep our islands in the sky, and in exchange, they get the Undercity, but everyone knows that. I've heard they generally keep to themselves. Except when outsiders sneak into their tunnels. Also, their eyes all turn into a unique shade of pale blue. They glow, too, from what I've read. Like Aether. There are journals that theorize why, but nothing concrete. Or always pleasant.
So they're engineering Fremen.
Madonna. The kid's understanding is as accurate as a stained mirror. Better clear things up before we go in. Look, you can't rely on the stories you read in the papers. You want to avoid getting grounded? Don't call them Aether Rats. They're Aetheniers, and they're good people. I'm guessing you've never met one?
No. There were rules. We weren't really supposed to interact with them. Or see them.
They don't want to be seen down here either. Too many people can't stand the idea that an island floats or sinks on the whim of an Aethenier. Figure a good rat is a scared rat.
They've done it before, haven't they? I've read of islands crashing because of Aether repulsor failure that could only be possible by sabotage.
And blow themselves up out of spite? No island falls without a baron behind it and a list of dead Aetherics trying to stop it. The world down here isn't one you'll find in your books. Keep that in mind. Now, where's that door?
Cool. Okay, stenciled shape. The last remaining guilds in White Street, or anything resembling a union, died out in the last purge. Or maybe it was a few purges ago. I've lost track. Snake? Among the fleet of crates, I spy one out of step. Whoever had nailed this one shut had done a hack job, leaving behind a wobbly lid and a crack just big enough for a finger. Sure? Oh, hey! I stick my hand into the maw, angling past jagged slivers and crooked nails, until I find a solid grip. I pull, fighting the groaning, shuddering lid, and it gives up with a pop. Contraband may be confiscated if found, stored in concealed storage to avoid getting caught. Well... oh, cigars. Neat. We will take that. We just have glove box storage right now.
Careful strokes of paint form an innocuous symbol of a rat matching the sketch Cress gave me. This is the right place.
Popper. Ooh.
Shopping for trouble? We're just sightseeing real close.
Jeepers! Gia?
A pauper. One of the murderous specters slithering freely through every pipe, waiting to brutalize passers-by. If you listen to the stories. Scary as he is, he's more sentinel than specter. Looking for you, actually. We're friends of Cress Carter. She sent us to ask about a missing car.
Cress Carter?
Strange. Cress's name should mean something. Either he's greener than he looks or he doesn't trust my word. I might need something to loosen his tongue.
Oh...
Name's Gia Randazzo. Who are you if you don't know Cress Carter?
Maybe I know her. Don't know you. Neither of you.
Well, if what you need is an introduction, my name is Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, Nelly.
Don't shake hands with strangers, let alone topsiders.
He threatens to disappear back into the shadows and leave us without a way in. But then he pauses.
Doctor? What type of doctor?
Oh! Theoretical Aethonics. Now, I don't have the experience one of you Aethoniers have with the practical side, but I do know my way around an Aether core. I was actually hoping I could find out a little more about maintenance techniques down here.
You know anything about hydraulic engineering?
No, but I'm a quick study.
Okay, let's ask about that since that seems to free up some lips.
You're having a problem with your water supply?
War's changed priorities for the Undercity. Water's being rerouted and there's not enough of the good stuff to go around.
Is it a filtration issue? Something pressure related? Or does it have to do with the temperature regulation?
Don't know. Sounds like you might know a thing or two, though.
The pauper sinks deep into thought. We might as well be having a conversation with a statue.
Friends with Cress Carter, huh? All right.
The armed shadow stares blankly towards us, his pale blue glass eyes casting unknown intent at me and the kid before pounding the space behind him.
And watch yourself.
He melts back into the industrial decay behind him, never once taking his eyes off us, his disembodied voice echoing out one last time.
Or you'll see us again real soon.
It's like Spider-Man Noir.
Every darkened cranny becomes a potential peephole while we stand there. Like walking to confession blindfolded in a packed cathedral. I can feel hundreds of unseen eyes watching, waiting for a single misstep.
He gave me the heebie-jeebies. Do you think he...
She's interrupted by a gush of stale air riding the echoes of countless thumping Aether machines.
Oh. Alexander and Maria. Hi.
Topsiders, why are you here? Hurry, out with it, we're busy.
Lexi, shh. If Harold let them through.
Oh, his name's Harold.
Harold's been wrong before.
Hello, I'm Maria. This is my husband, Alexander.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie. This is Gia. We're not here to bother you while you work on... Oh, is that part of an Aether substructure power converter? I've always wondered about the older infrastructure.
Nellie, that's not why we're...
Right. Gia's friend, Cress, she's an Aetheric also. She sent us here because we need your help to find this car of ours that has some important stuff hidden away inside.
Nelly!
Too desperate, too vulnerable. I lob a cough towards Nellie, hoping she'd quit her rambling so I could get a word in.
Chris sent you? That girl. Fine, let's hear it.
You and Cress close?
We're Aetherics. We're all related. One big happy family.
Lexi, don't be an ass. They're Cress's friends. At least be nice for her sake.
She's running around with all these topsiders causing trouble. And now she risks the three of us. She should know better.
It's a subtle movement. Alexander sends an involuntary glance towards Maria's abdomen before matching my eyes. I couldn't be sure if he was angrier that I caught him, or that he slipped something so personal.
Well, mazel tov.
These tunnels...
They're so big. Where did they go? Everywhere? Can you get to any part of the island from here? Have you ever gotten lost?
I've known too many smugglers who've disappeared trying to find their way through Aether rat tunnels. Success promises an unseen and untraceable smuggling route. Failure costs you your life.
No. Aether rats don't get lost. We can smell our way through miles of...
Lexi, would you cut that out, please? It's an innocent enough question.
This tunnel can get you through most of the barony. If you know where you are going. But don't try it. You'll end up stuck in the dark or taking a one-way trip to old New York.
A 35 Chimera, dumped recently. Have you seen anything? Alexander breaks his scowl with an impish eye and a cracked smile. He knows exactly what we want, and he is going to wring us dry for it.
Maybe. We'll need something in return, though. Harold says you know hydraulic engineering. Is this true? Can you create substitute filtration parts?
With the right equipment and a blueprint, maybe? I don't have any on hand, though. I'd also need time to formulate possible solutions.
Maybes are not enough. We need working parts, now.
Think we got our first fetch quest.
Eli's new war means that all non-essential requisitions are delayed. That includes water filtration equipment for the Undercity. Now, our water is becoming Aether-tainted.
We can't afford any more of us getting sick. Eli's terriers are already forcing longer and longer shifts to compensate for the fewer numbers.
That's terrible. Of course we'll help. We'll get you everything you need. How do we...
Hang on a sec. Before we agree to anything, I need to know what we're getting into. How much is this info going to cost me?
Water filtration parts, new ones. 1 or 2 crates should do the trick. The more the better.
Aetheric should have priority. But Eli's leaving you without water?
Should be, but the Barony's quartermaster says the war means less for us and more for the army.
He's a good man at heart. We have leeway with him, more than with the other officers, but...
Natsuko's a soldier, not a man. He's choked us from the supplies we need for years. Now, with the war, he has every excuse to squeeze tighter.
How'd any part of White Street lose out on clean water? I thought that's all Eli cared about, aside from his wars.
Our water is kept separate from the rest of the Barony's supply. That way, terriers can reward us with clean water if we run low.
With our own supply of fresh water becoming smaller, we have to use water tainted by Aether use. Or find ways to make the terriers give us extra.
Why would Eli risk the lives of his Aetherics? You keep his islands afloat. If you all start falling sick, his islands are going to start dropping too.
We've asked his terriers the same question. All we get back is, get back to work.
Probably thinks he can just keep them under heel while he wins his wars with, like, shock and awe attack.
You'll have those parts, but I'll want to know where my car is as soon as we're back.
You have a deal. Thank you.
Don't trust the quartermaster. And watch yourself around the scrapyard. It's a dangerous place.
Gia. The man leans forward, grabbing my arm and pulling me in close out of earshot of his wife. Do not bring any heat back here. If you risk the safety of my family, then you consider your card lost for good. Here, this address used to house a friend of the rats. It's empty now. Use it to lie low if you can't help yourself from getting into trouble. Alex releases his stone grip and a slip of paper into my hand. Nellie takes his quick, hushed intercession as a desperate request for success.
You'll get everything you need, I promise.
Poor kid. She has no idea.
Alright, well, let's head back to White Street and see where we need to go from here. The Scrap Quartermaster's office. Let's go. And another encounter. Oh lord. We're stopped at a checkpoint manned by White Street officers whose sneers are tighter than their uniforms. I get the feeling these are no-shift clocking schlubs. All white caps stink like rotten pork, but these ones seem to be wrapped in fancier dumplings.
Who are they?
If I had to guess, White Street Intelligence. General Eli's secret police.
Oh boy.
You said it. Just keep cool. After a moment of tense quiet, they wave us through. Alright, move along. Apparently, we're not the particular field mice these hawks are hunting for. I'm not about to give them a second chance to swoop. As we burn Aether and leave them behind, I let out a breath I didn't realize I'd been holding.
Whew. I hope that won't be a problem on the way back.
It's gonna be a problem on the way back. Oh god, part of it... Okay. Part of the island's on fire. That's not good. Maybe that's waste processing.
If the lifeblood of White Street is industrial refuse, then the scrapyard is its beating heart. From his steel parapet overlooking the yard, the quartermaster governs this realm of rubble with determination.
Scrap Quartermaster's office. The massive cargo elevator locals call the Beanstalk is one of the last remnants of pre-Aether tech, relying on grit, machinery, and braided steel to plunder the refuse of the old world. The main lot is in constant noisy motion, a cacophony of combustion engines and sparking steel. When you look past the grime, it's a place of ferocious efficiency and discipline.
I spot a crate of water filter parts inside the quartermaster's office. Can't lift him while he's standing there, though.
Like his scrapyard, the quartermaster is in a perpetual state of activity. Maybe a nice turkey club once in a while might have resulted in few grayer hairs for the old soldier.
Not while he's here.
So we can actually go into his office. The quartermaster is a decorated veteran and displays his war memorabilia with pride. Strikes me as odd. From what I've heard about the Philippines, wouldn't you want to forget?
The quartermaster would have a friendly, likable face if it wasn't lined with the stress and fatigue of a lifetime of devotion to Eli. It's clear as we approach he's neglecting 7 other things by talking to us. Sergeant Major Lutzko, I'm Gia Rendazzo, and this is Nellie.
Pleasure, girls. Sorry about the state of things around here. I don't often host such fine company. What brings you to the scrapyard?
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. You see, we're looking for...
Just a few minutes of your time, then we'll get out of your hair. Sir, how do you get along with the Aetherians in White Street?
They keep to
their own, mostly. That's fine by me. Why?
I didn't think there was going to be voice acting, my bad.
Well, they're not getting the supplies they need to survive, you see.
And you're what? They're lawyers or something?
Oh god. Some actions attract heat. High heat improves brass talent checks but worsens smart checks. Low heat does the opposite. High heat also leads to more enemies in combat.
His eyelid twitches. He's getting impatient already.
Oh man. Charm him? Well, let's get some info here.
So I take it you served with General Tellingast, is that right? Where were you posted?
Yeah, the Philippines. Tough tour. Wouldn't have made it without the General. Saved my sorry hide more times than I care to count. Ah, but you don't want to hear about all that.
I think you must have been very brave to do what you did. And it's plain to see you and the General are very close. He's lucky to have you around, I think.
Grease those wheels.
You're sweet as a Georgia peach, ain't you? Thanks, Missy. He's an extraordinary man. A real visionary, you know?
And what's he envisioning for White Street exactly?
The General's been beating back the Huns at our gates for as long as anyone can remember. You mark my words, ladies. These islands will never fall. And one day they'll be shinier than the heights.
Stars fill the old soldier's eyes, a proud stiffness rejuvenating his weary frame. Talking about his boss transforms him into a younger and more zealous figure. It's almost tender, in a strange, skin-crawling kind of way. You deal with a lot of lawyer types?
There are Aether lawyers? Do they go to law school? Can they go to law school? What sort of law do they practice?
The sneaky kind, sweetheart. Yes, the rats have pet snakes, and thankfully, no, we don't get a lot of them up here. They're nothing but trouble.
Oh.
Burrowed into their libraries of theirs, poring over contracts, looking for loopholes, taking advantage of the system, making a lot of red tape and wasted time for people like me.
He scowls. I decide it's best we ease off. Well, that's just what we want to avoid. Forget I said anything.
Let's turn on the charm.
Look, you Whitecaps are all about honor, right? You understand what an oath is. We made a promise to help these people.
Dope.
And we...
Sorry, girls. Times are tough all around. And I don't got nothing against the rats, but if I just start giving stuff away, what's next? Sparkling water? Topside privileges? Extra rations? No can do.
All right, well, thanks anyway.
No.
Oh, Nelly.
I'm afraid that won't cut it, sir. These people need help. There must be something you can do.
I expect the kid's outburst to earn us a stern reprimand. Instead, I watch as her plea melts the walls of ice built up around the old man's heart. He regains his businesslike manner, but too late. We've seen through the facade.
Ah, jeez. Look, you want to help so bad? Maybe you can help me. I got this thorn in my side. A scrapper bandit on the lowest levels who thinks he can edge in on White Street territory. Calls himself a king, if you can believe that. You can find all sorts of useful stuff down the beanstalk. Water filtration parts, even. I'd be happy to let you down there to have a look. So long as you report back to me with good news about my scrapper problem. Capiche?
Okay.
It's as good a deal as we're likely to get. The kid looks to me, and I try not to let my poker face slide. You see many scrappers up here?
Oh yeah. Trash like that floats up from the burrows all the time.
I've read about them.
I'm sure you have, sweetheart, but what the books won't tell you is those animals have lost the ability to reason. Sometimes even to speak. Amazes me they can steer a car in a straight line.
So they're like reavers.
I think of the grit and sunlight and desperate optimism of my childhood, back in the burrows, and the haze of nostalgia threatens to overwhelm my hard-earned calm. I bite my tongue and sour iron fills my mouth.
We'll keep an eye out.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by, ladies.
With a forced smile, he picks up a clipboard and walks off, shouting orders down at machine operators, and leaving us to look out over the yard alone. The gangway behind us squeals under a heavy step, and I turn to see a black-clad stiff trying to pass us a counterfeit smile. He puts down a half-drunk carton of milk and goose-steps into our path, ever so politely blocking our exit.
Christoph Waltz?
Good afternoon. Intelligence Officer Randall Pitt. And you are?
His feet are welded to the iron below, and the pins on his jacket identify him as one of the highest-ranking hogs in the White Street pen. There's no moving this one unless he wants to move. Gia Randazzo, And this is my sister, Nell.
A pleasure, madams. And what, may I ask, is the purpose of your meeting with Quartermaster Lutzko today?
What's it to you, Mac? The officer's eyes flick upward, scanning my face with the practiced arrogance of a bully who's never had to throw a single punch. I return his gaze with a frosted steel stare of my own.
Miss Randazzo, was it? Just a few questions and you can be on your way. No need for you to escalate this.
His reptilian eyes flick from me to Nellie, greedily drinking in our details. This one's the type to seek out power and authority purely as an excuse to start fires wherever he wants. And he's oily enough to be a hazard around any open flame.
Lovely.
We were just hoping Lutzko could help us find something.
And what is it you're hoping to find?
Excuse me, but don't you think that's a bit personal?
Run-of-the-mill scrap. Spare parts. I got this lemon, see, and she needs a lot of love.
And we do have the lemon as evidence.
I see. And what is it you do for a living, exactly?
Cargo transport mostly. Interbarony import-export.
Really? And do you enjoy it?
Oh, always. He catches the sarcasm like a maniac's shortstop and offers a wan little smile.
Anyway, listen to me prattle on. I get flustered when faced with such ravishing beauty, you see. For sisters, you don't look that much alike. Do people tell you that often?
Oh, he's loving this. Savoring every second like we're a pair of potato knish, fresh out of the oven. Which means, of course, he's about to bite.
I trust a pair of such good little New York girls would promptly report it if they were made aware of any illicit activity on the part of Sergeant Major Lutzko. Correct?
What do you mean, illicit?
Oh, you know, illegal, wrong, things that would demand a transfer of leadership here into more capable hands. Anything he shouldn't be doing.
How would I know what he should or shouldn't be doing? His smile flashes in and out of existence so quick, you could argue it never happened. In an instant, his officious familiarity vanishes.
How charming. Now, you and your sister can testify to what you know, or we can take this up with General Tillinghast. Your choice.
This is getting bad fast.
Doesn't take a genius to figure Lutzko's into something dirtier than his own soot-stained uniform. I share a look with Nellie, whose sparkling eyes are relying on me to navigate us out of these shark-infested waters. What's he in trouble for, anyway?
Treason, malfeasance, embezzlement. Supplies deemed vital to the war effort have disappeared, only to be found later on the black market or in the possession of degenerates.
He didn't need to specify which degenerates he was referring to. Apparently rats wasn't cruel enough.
The punishment for which is death, of course, by grounding.
Grounding? Is that...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kid. The long drop and the sudden stop.
It's justice, my dear. Traitors pay their deficit in loyalty with blood.
I'll tell you what I don't know. Why I've never met you before. Promoted recently? A hungry look comes over him, like a fox delighted by the rabbit who dares to fight back.
I pride myself on subtlety, my dear. Nobody knows I'm around, unless I want them to.
How nice for us. He's inching closer, and his military-issue aftershave doesn't do much to mask the fetid milk stink of his breath.
Ugh.
I maintain the distance between us. Not rude, but not too subtle either. He squints, unsmiling.
Let's get back to the topic at hand, shall we?
Play dumb or ask for a reward? Let's play dumb.
Look, pal, we just met the guy. Do whatever you want, it's got nothing to do with us. Now we got business to take care of, so if you don't mind... A sneer paints itself slowly across the officer's mug. If he had an angle, he'd use it. But he doesn't.
Very well. It was a distinct pleasure. Till we meet again.
Oh, thank you, officer. Goodbye!
He peels himself out of our path as slowly and painfully as an overglued bandage on a fresh wound. With a final colorless smile, he turns towards the quartermaster's office. Inside, Let's Go spots him, and the old man's Adam's apple bounces like a kid on a trampoline.
Ugh. Okay.
Not while he's here.
So while they're having their talk...
I don't think I like that Officer Pitt very much.
That's only because you've got working eyes and ears. Stay away from him, all right?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Still, seems to me we've got options.
We do?
Well, whether we play it the quartermaster's way or throw him under Pitt's repulsors, you and I still come out with the parts for Alexander and Maria.
Yeah, but if Pitt gets someone else to run this, it could be very bad for Alexander and Maria.
I see. But what'll happen to the scrapyard if the quartermaster's arrested by White Street Intelligence?
You never know. Let's Go seems all right, but he's not exactly running a tight ship here. With someone like Pitt in charge, the Aetherians might get more reliable supplies.
But then the restrictions imposed on them may get even worse. Boy, there aren't any easy answers in the lowers, are there?
You catch on fast for an academic. Do you understand what the old man's asking us to do?
Well, sure. Head down the beanstalk, find the parts we need, and ask this King Scrapper to respect the quartermaster's territory, right?
Ask? No. We won't be asking. I pat my sidearm, and the color drains from her face.
Wait, I know this is a rough neighborhood, but surely, can't we reason with him?
We can't reason, and don't call me Shirley.
You don't know the boroughs like I do, kid. Down there, you don't become a scrapper unless you got no other choice. And if this one is edging into White Street turf, then he's really desperate.
But we can't just... I mean...
If he gives me a chance to say hello before he starts shooting, we'll give him a fair shake, okay? But I can't promise anything. This is the job. This...
Isn't the Heights, yes, right, I know. This all just takes some getting used to, you know?
Alright, I think we're... go back to White Street. This is pretty epic in scale. New location... Oh wow, we got a lot of things to check out. To the scrapyard then.
This is the closest to the burrows I've been in years. If I look off the edge, I might even be able to see where I was born. I keep my distance. The quartermaster wouldn't need my help if it were just a rogue scrapper or two. I've got to find the real problem, my real target.
Gia, what's that?
She points out the passenger window at the dark shape of a scrapper clunker, its burnished surface glinting as it swoops down to intercept us. Its markings, from grease-splashed like war paint across the hood to the scars and gouges of previous fights, suggest a high rank. That is who we're here to find.
Oh, His Majesty?
As the car pulls up alongside us, an even and untroubled voice squawks out at us.
Hello there. Looking for some little bird?
Oh, Scrapper King.
He didn't open the dialogue by opening fire, so I take that as an encouraging sign. Nellie's looking at me expectantly. I better choose my words carefully as we pull over. How are things groundside these days? It's been a while.
Same as always.
The bitterness in his voice betrays no lie. The burrows are still the same as I left them. Hot in the daytime, freezing at night. Harsh winds carrying skin-slicing dust. Short on clean water, fresh food, and hope. Some things never change. I still hang my boots out the window at night.
You really are Burroughs' kid.
The scrapper and I share a sharp-toothed grin, and I savor the puzzled look on Nellie's face.
I mean, we could go ahead and fight him, but...
You familiar with White Street's quartermaster?
Let's go. Sure. He's the only man who puts food on my table.
He said scrappers like you were cutting into his territory down here.
And he sent you to come take care of me, did he?
A distorted, bitter laugh coughs out of the man.
Never did trust that old leatherback. So, he wants me out of the picture. Wasn't long ago he slapped this in my palm.
The scrapper leans out his window and proffers a folded piece of paper. I can see the quartermaster's stamp even before I grab it. It's a personal letter, promising pay for extra security for the Lutzko's goods as they travel the beanstalk.
Wow.
Sneaky bastard.
You can say that again. Guess I've outlived my usefulness. Question is, what are you gonna do now?
His arm disappears inside his car again. No telling what he's got aimed at me behind that door. I decide the diplomatic approach is best. You let me keep this letter, and I'll let you be on your way. Fair?
Fair.
Pay for parts. Cold hard cash. Eh?
I'm not here to steal from anybody. I'll pay for what I claim. I'm looking for water filter parts. Got any on you?
Matter of fact, I do have something that might work in a pinch.
Cool. Let's go. And leave peacefully.
Guess we go our separate ways then.
Fine by me. You be careful out there.
His engine roars as he peels away, and I hear Nellie exhale next to me.
I don't think Mr. Quartermaster is going to be happy with us.
Can't please everyone, kid.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. We don't want to enable his deceptions, I guess.
The busted chunk of an island's underside rusts in the sun, laying precariously on a crushed tenement building. Broken detritus and snapped cabling hangs down close to the street.
Oh, this is perfect! See that? If that old Aether repulsor's not damaged, the parts could easily be repurposed for water filtration.
Okay.
Parked, she runs off and gets to work, untangling pieces of equipment, reaching up on her tippy toes to pull down bundles of wire.
Well, start over there with the equalizer piping.
Damned if I know what equalizer piping is, but I follow her finger and start pulling at some ceramic hose. Her approving nod tells me I'm on the right track, and after a few minutes of work, she turns to me and grins. We load up our scrap and head out.
Oh, we got 2. Take all the things. How many do we need?
We load up our scrap and head out. There's no mistaking the throaty grumble of a scrapper rig on the prowl, all sizzling oil and sparking ozone. Many scrappers are perfectly decent people just trying to survive. I can tell without looking that ain't the case with this one.
Couple of floaters all alone, eh? Easy pickings.
Oh, it's combat time.
Hey, we staked our claim on this scrap.
Too bad. Finders keepers, pal.
Combat is dynamic. Look for obstacles and lane changes that could damage or even destroy your vehicle. Yep. Civilian, civilian. Bottom feeder, bottom feeder. Okay. Well. That's good. Oh, we do not have a whole lot of movement in this compared to what we had in the Chimera. So let's go ahead and go... like so. And we'll get behind this one. Nice. Ow. Less than nice. There we go. 5. Oh, that was nice. And bam.
You all right?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. You grew up with those people?
A different time, kid. A different life.
Ah, victory! Brass knuckles. Rerolled a failed enforcer check. A basic engine that's light but not very powerful, and scrap metal. I like all those things. Trunk storage and passenger storage. Vehicles that take damage during combat can be repaired by using repair kits or by visiting garages. Purchase repair kits and carry them with you to heal conveniently after combat. Use a repair kit from your vehicle storage to heal the vehicle. Good idea to carry... Oh, there's actually a garage right here. Let's go. For a moment, I think I'm seeing things. Looks like a scrap pile is moving all by itself, until I spot the dark shapes of street urchins on its surface, like flies gnawing a steak left out in the sun. Hey, see anything around here we could use for water filtration?
I'm not sure they'll be familiar with that sort of terminology, Gia. What about...
You mean like mechanical or the fancy carbon type? Ain't seen none today, but Spunky found a whole box of rubber phalanges yesterday. No cracks or nothing. You want it? You gotta pay.
I'm too busy enjoying the shock on Nellie's face to notice the White Street Patrol car pull around into my blind spot.
You ain't authorized to be here.
Ooh, use the quartermaster's authority? Let's pay for the parts and leave. Fair's fair, kid, but if it doesn't work, I'm coming back. The urchin flashes a wide, coffee-brown grin as he grabs my offering and gives me the part.
It'll work. Promise.
Okay, more basic repair kits. Can we take all? Yes. Well, that gives us 3, right? And we still have this contraband to sell. Continue. Ooh, we got cigars. No space left for this.
All right, enough. All of yous clear out.
Clearing out. Now let's head to the scrapyard. Ooh. We can repair our vehicle here or buy some parts. Liberty Auto. Okay, looks like we can change the car color. That's awesome. I like the dark blue and gray though. So I think we'll stick with that. Workbench. Oop. Repair. We have $47 left. I didn't even check and see how much it's gonna cost. Change vehicle parts. Scrap engine. 7.3 in inventory. Oh, that's like the exact same thing. We could probably sell that, I would imagine. Right? I'm okay with that. Is that something, buy items and parts? Can we sell the basic engine? Yes, we can. And very useful bribe. I think we'll keep that. And we'll keep the brass knuckles. We definitely need all the water filtration parts. Basic armor for 27? Okay. And a wad of grease, re-railed. Oh, re-roll a failed grease monkey check. That's neat. All right, let's check that out and put some armor on. Yes. We have stock repulsors. I guess my question is, are we going to be able to let's keep the money that we have right now. We'll call it good. Just made our vehicle a little bit tougher. Because who knows, we may have to grease some more wheels with money. Let's head back up. Intelligent officers swarm every path out of the scrapyard, their black uniforms dotting the landscape like spots on a coal-black Dalmatian.
There's so many, Gia.
There's no getting through that without staining that dress of yours. We'll have to go back to Pitt if we want out of here alive.
When we pull up to the quartermaster's office, there's a troop of secret police attending Lutzko and Pitt inside. Neither one looks pleased to be sharing the same air with the other.
I suppose this is what they call the moment of truth?
You suppose right. How do you want to play it? She looks surprised, as though she didn't expect me to source an opinion. You want to learn how things work in the lowers, Doctor? There's the tough choice and the tougher choice. So choose.
Well, as I said, I'm not exactly well-versed in White Street military politics, and I've only gathered minimal data on the relevant parties so far. There are other considerations, too, like...
No, you're overthinking it. What does your gut tell you?
It tells me we should help the quartermaster, even if times are tough for Alexander and Maria. I can't see them improving if that Pitman takes control here.
Better the devil you know.
She's not wrong. But she doesn't know the kind of suffering a man like Lutzko can cause, even if he means well. She's never lived a life where you can happily choose a pit, knowing at least there'll be food on your table. No easy way out. There never is. I open the door to the office, and the Whitecaps look up expectantly.
Ladies, you're back. I was just...
Ah, the Randazzo sisters. How very good to see you again.
Okay, we can blame the scrappers, we can side with the secret police and show proof of the corruption. Let's do a smooth talker. Play dumb. Please, good roll. Whew!
Sorry, fellas, but we couldn't dig up anything useful. Afraid we wasted your time. Just wanted to come by and apologize before we head out. Intelligence Officer Pitt regards us as one might the brown patch on their recently chomped apple.
I see. Well, that about wraps it up then.
Then suddenly, he's all smiles, acting for all the world as though we're just finishing a convivial tea luncheon. His tone is the only thing that's pleasant about him as he leans in.
If we meet again, Miss Randazzo, our conversation won't be nearly as pleasant as today's.
You promise?
He gestures to his goon squad and they tromp out. Lutzko wipes his brow. We bought the old soldier some breathing room, for all the good it'll do. But we're also on Pitt's blacklist. We'll have to watch our backs in this barony from now on.
Hey, off the scrap heap. Okay, deal damage to a vehicle equal to half of your missing AP. That is disgusting. Oh, but let's go ahead and... We don't have any ally vehicles right now, though, is the thing. So maybe we'll rock out Enforcer. We've been using that quite a bit. Besides, it's just the demo.
Once Pitt and his pal are gone, Lutzko shuffles towards me and Nellie. He's wringing his hands like a chicken's neck.
I don't know what to say. You ladies saved my skin today.
Oh, it was our pleasure, sir.
The kid's sincerity flatters him, and some color comes back into his cheeks. I lean into his space, interrupting his growing self-confidence. That it was, sir. And we couldn't possibly accept any generous tokens of your gratitude. Recognition flashes in his eyes. To his credit, the old mustard-stained mutt catches on quick.
No, I insist. Listen, you ever need anything, you just let your old quartermaster know. I got plenty of stuff you'd find use for.
Crate of cigars, luxury tobacco products. Alright. Well, how nice.
Oh, and that, thing I asked you to look into?
Couldn't find that problem of yours.
That's too bad.
Right. And just for the record, people aren't trash just because they were born on solid ground.
Well, like I said, busy day. Thanks again, ladies.
At least we didn't tick him off like that.
White Street's scrapyard monarch scurries away with all the decorum of a chastised court jester. In a moment, it's just me and Nellie, and the wide expanse of White Street.
But I do want to see what the quartermaster has for sale. Sells, this item can be sold. And we could just sell it right back to him, right? That would make sense. Lockpicks, rerolled a failed phantom check. Gold-loaded dice, rerolled a failed check. Small concealed storage compartment. That would be actually quite handy. Let's sell the cigars. Right back to him. And get ourselves a storage thing for the lemon. I bet we could go and look through this stuff too if we had got rid of him.
Gia, things got a bit hot back there, didn't they?
Running with too much heat and with a fever like this, I can't risk spreading it to Alex and Maria. We need to pull over, lie low, and let the Whitecaps move on. There's a place nearby.
I think we should visit that safe house Maria told us about. She did say we might need it.
Okay.
She's nervous and she doesn't know what to expect next.
This is like different dialogue. That's interesting. New location unlocked. And we can't go back there, so we gotta lower our heat rating. It's a grubby ground floor room in an abandoned tenement. The building's ghosts peer out of us from the woodwork. I see Nellie dodge a shattered light fixture, tiptoeing around the glass shards.
This is the place?
You're expecting the Ritz? It's quiet, kid. That's what counts. Lay low. The minutes bleed together as the lights outside trace an arc across the floor. Poke around for anything valuable? Might as well. We got the gumshoe. Ah, so close. Oh, we got it. A few minutes of idle searching reveals something wedged against the wall behind a corner table. Super dice.
Is it safe now? Can we leave?
Yeah. Drink it in, kid. You won't be seeing this place again. And then we go this way. The checkpoint's still abuzz with angry White Street wasps, their stingers twitching in search of some flesh. Traffic grinds to a stop. Soldiers and intelligence officers are something or other. When traveling, you will encounter checkpoints. At a checkpoint, you may be searched for contraband. Uh-oh. Your heat plays a large role in how you'll be treated. The higher your heat, the more likely you are to be searched. There's a chance you'll be waved straight through when traveling with low heat. After a terse chit-chat with a few guards, liberally aided by Nellie's sweet smile, they wave us through. Open the gate. This one's free to pass. That could have been bad.
Somehow, the place looks even rougher than it did only a few hours ago. There's a pall in the air as thick as the smog. Alexander and Maria catch sight of us and head over, dropping the goggles from their stained faces and treating us to some weak but earnest smiles.
You're back. Do you have what we asked for?
I've got so many.
I'm happy to say we were able to retrieve some excellent parts for you. Here you are.
The kid magnanimously hands over the scrap, with all the pomp of a mayor handing out the key to the city. I can do you one better.
Hand over all the extra parts.
I hand over the extra parts we managed to scrounge up. Maria accepts them graciously, and Alexander puts a hand on my shoulder. His dirty cheeks are already lined where he's been crying.
I can't tell you what this means. Things have been hard. Our nephew,
His words freeze in his throat, and Maria puts a consoling arm around him.
Thank you, Gia.
And our deal?
We're true to our word. Poppers spotted a car matching your description by Hero's Arch, past the commercial district at the island's edge. Should still be there. I should tell you, though.
It's all right. Thank you. Next to me, the kid is wilted like a balloon with all the air let out. Her pretty little life in the Heights hasn't prepared her for this. She's had a double shot of reality, with no chaser.
Here, we want you to have this. It's not much, but you really stuck out your necks for us, and we look after our own.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you folks need it more than we do.
No. Insist.
So do I. They're proud, but not too proud to push it. Alexander bites something back, tight-lipped, but his eyes say it all. Usable scrap wasn't all we gave them today. We reminded him not all outsiders are pinstriped jackals with a pen in their hand and gold in their smile.
Only half the time.
Take this, at least.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Both of you.
We'll take the cash, though.
Don't mention it. As we wave goodbye, the kid leans in and I see a tiny ray of her usual sunshine poke through her cloudy mood.
Gia, that was a really swell thing to do.
Let's get moving. I want my damn car back.
I'm wondering if we went ahead and helped the other guy, if that would have ended up really bad for them, in hindsight. Okay. The demo continues. Locate your car, recover the car. That sounds final. Let's go. Well, crap. I'm doing well, keeping a low profile, but today it's not enough. A White Street guard flags me down and flashes his lights. I pull over and a young, self-important whitecap approaches my window. What seems to be the problem, officer?
Don't play coy, miss. I just saw you toss something out of your vehicle. Was that a cigarette butt? Contraband?
He hooks a thumb through the left boot loop of his trousers, smug as a schoolyard bully.
You'll have to pay the fine on this here ticket or we'll have a problem.
Read the guard? Like a book. I give the guard a cursory look. He rocks back on his heels absent-mindedly. Slinging tickets to fill a quota's got to be a dull post. And if I had to guess, this guy's way behind. Slow day, huh?
What?
That's why you're stopping me. Gotta fill that quota no matter what, right?
I'm not sure I like what you're suggesting, miss.
Charm him. Charm the pants off him. I flash the officer an easy smile and give him a small shrug in response. I get you've got a quota, and I don't envy you for it. Bet General Eli doesn't appreciate how hard it is to hand those out when it gets quiet out here, huh? His tough guy act melts in an instant, faster than ice on hot pavement.
Actually, you know, never mind. You're pretty sharp, and you're not wrong.
Take it from me, pal. There's still trouble out there if you're looking for it. But all the same, I'd appreciate not paying a fine for trouble I wasn't in.
That's plenty fair. Sorry about the stop, miss.
No harm done. The officer jogs back to his cruiser with his tail between his legs. Looks like I'm free to go. Continue on. Here we go.
My whole livelihood sits there abandoned.
Oh no!
Used and torched beyond recognition. Kept company only by effigies to the long dead. The smell of my burnt future still lingers in the cold air.
Oh, Gia, your car! I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
The vandal who took my car apart was more butcher than surgeon, ripping out the hidden compartments and leaving a gaping hole where Nellie's briefcase had been stored. Kid. She runs forward, hoping that every desperate scavenger in a 5-mile radius had somehow missed the briefcase. They hadn't.
No!
I suddenly feel like I'm outside my own body, looking down from above at this odd, tawdry sight. A scientist and a smuggler, hunched over the gutted corpse of a flashy import roadster. Ain't a comic panel been printed with a scene as strange as this. I nudge Nellie, motioning for her to follow me towards the edge of the island, overlooking the lowers.
At least maybe get a hint. Crumbled remains of White Street's last purge. In the red flash burn when I shut my eyes, and the ozone sting in my nostrils, I feel history repeating itself. Among the forgotten and decayed, I almost dismiss the rotting crate as another corpse until a glint of light calls me. Colored glass peeks through the gaps, and not the kind you'd usually find in White Street. I lift the crate. Waterlogged wood and molding straw fills my lungs. While fighting for air, I feel the bottom of the box open beneath my fingers and make a catcher save. Safe. Ooh, crates of booze. Let's go. Let's move that there, and move that there. You almost got us out of this hellhole, baby. Looks like I'm hitching the rest of the way. I can't bring our baby back, but maybe I can do the next best thing. Can try. Oh. Oh. Can do the gold-loaded dice? Let's continue. I dig through dirt and ashes and grease. The metal's gone cold and the cavity's gutted. I don't need a fading wheeze or a silent pulse to know when to give up. It doesn't make the growing hole in my chest feel any smaller.
She somberly shuffles over before taking a seat next to me. Our legs dangle over the edge like a set of old, tarnished garden chimes.
I thought it'd be beautiful up close. Is that silly?
Huh?
Well, I've seen it so many times from the Institute, obviously, but I thought when I came down in person, I don't know, I guess I expected something different.
In the lowers, kid, things rarely go the way you expect. We gaze out at that hateful storm cloud, and I realize I do see a sort of severe, intense beauty in it. Like the ocean, maybe. Or what I imagine the ocean is like up close. What is it, anyway?
The well? It's a unique gravitational phenomenon. I theorize it's a byproduct of excessive industrial aether production, but the data is still unclear.
Punishment for our sins?
Last week, I would have scoffed at that. Today, I don't even know what I know anymore. Maybe it is.
Look, you can't carry the world on your shoulders, kid. We do what we can, and when we can't anymore, well, there's always wind skipping. She turns to me, confused. I reach into a deep coat pocket and pull out a handful of flat stone shards, eyeing them for the proper shape and size. My Zio taught me, when days were bad or boring or too hot or too cold or too anything, we'd throw stones together. The trick is to time it with the updraft. Watch this.
Oh, that's cool. Teach Nelly to wind skip. Last time I did this, Needles and I were fighting again. Couldn't hurl a rock at his smug face, so the empty sky had to do. Neither of them deserved it. A soft fragrance fights past the breeze, and I realize the girl's wearing perfume. Vanilla and rose. Height smells, as foreign down here as good dentistry, or hope. I feel a weird surge of pity for the poor pampered kid, and a tiny acid kick of jealousy. Some say that Dreamland is too big to fail, that Nation's Crusade is a new unstoppable force, but with White Street on the warpath.
The shard arcs into the air with hope, but plummets into a heavy descent. Nellie stifles a soft laugh. Small as it is, the gray skies over White Street seem grateful for that little spark of joy. The shard catches the wind and flies. Nellie takes a few stones from my hand, giving them a clinical eye. She winds back for a throw, but hesitates, glancing over at me.
Show her the right technique.
I mime a proper throw, flicking my wrist so she can copy me. She follows my lead, practicing a few times before tossing it into the draft. It ain't much of a throw, but I have to hand it to the kid. She times it perfectly, and that stone flies better than any bird.
Well, what do you know? I do feel a bit better.
See? Nice throw, kid.
Thanks! Not that difficult, once you factor in mass times force. Accounting for the wind, of course.
Of course.
All right, easy there. You ain't pitching for the metromaniacs just yet. We sit in silence a little longer before the wind begs me to say something. What's so special about that briefcase of yours?
Oh, I've been tracking the growth patterns of the well for some time. Recently, the etheric charge in the storm band spiked, building in both intensity and atmospheric disturbance.
Blink. I shift my weight into her shoulder, rolling my head and then my eyes. Come on, kid. You're gonna bore me to death after a day like today?
Something recently made the well stronger. Much stronger. If I can stop that, I might be able to stop the well from consuming the lowers altogether.
You're serious, aren't you? You really think you can fix it?
Yes, but without my notes, I'll have to start again, collect some more data. I remember most of the model, but recreating some of the theorems will take time.
Well, that settles it. We're not done yet, kid. Those notes of yours, pretty sure they were taken. And I'm not going to soil my reputation by losing a client's property. We just need to fix up our clunker to find them.
Oh, you mean it, Gia? That's wonderful news. Thank you, but we need something better than clunker. She's going to help us save the lowers. She needs a real name.
She does look like a block of cheese. Or a sponge. Honeycomb, maybe? I can see her gears spinning up again, and I decide to let her run. We could both use the distraction.
Oh, I like that, though. You're right. Squint hard enough and she kind of looks like Honeycomb. But that's no name for a car. How about Honeybee?
I love it! You think we could find any yellow paint? Something bright? Or would that draw too much attention? The bad kind, I mean.
As we stand under the gloom of the well, the world somehow manages to look just a tiny bit brighter.
I think your uncle was right earlier. The wind skipping did help. Thanks, Principessa.
Trying out a little Italian? We'll work on it. Something easier.
But you call me that? I should be able to call you something.
I've already got a name, kid. But let me know if you think of anything.
Report to Cress.
Let's head home, kid.
Okay. I was thinking that was going to be the end of the demo. But everything's going to lead us back to the ferry, right? Yep. Don't have a choice. Oh, I was wondering. I was like, come on. I'm getting used to Honeybee's quirks, namely compensating for her disastrous alignment, when I hear a sharp intake of breath from Nellie. My eyes dart to the rear view and I see him again. That tall shadow, riding hard toward us like a bandit in the night. The shadow pulls up next to us, and I'd swear on Zio's headstone I feel the temperature drop. His gaze is flint and his smile's poison. I squeeze the wheel to steady myself. I've been awful rude. Never introduced myself. The name's Tobias Dufresne. Didn't ask, Slim. You got about 3 seconds before I ram you into a building.
Leave us alone!
Be glad to oblige, Missy, but I'm being paid handsomely to bring you back home to Olympus Park, and I aim to earn my pay. Come along now.
Like hell.
You there! This area is off limits to civilians! Disperse immediately!
Here's your chance to run. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
It was you. You torched my car.
Precious to you, was it? I expect little miss was hoping to get her papers back, too. Don't worry, darling. They're in good hands.
Wait, my research? Give it back! And that's doctor to you!
Apologies, but if you won't come quietly, well...
I said disperse! Final warning!
Moving between roads. Road gaps can be jumped to reach the other side, but moving between roads uses a lot of action points. Plan your turn carefully since you have less AP for other actions. Okay, well that is interesting. Well, you are stuck there, friend, so I am just going to move this way and end the turn. Is that a road switch, though? Probably. I didn't have a way to hit anyway. Yep, it is gonna disperse. Whoa! Leave those poor civilians alone, man. What are you doing? Ow. I'm glad I got that armor.
You're cruising for a bruising.
Oh. Hi, intimidating cabbie. Rude boy. Okay. Shoot pistol. We need to deal with that, like, quickly. And... remember all the good times? Well, it could be worse. It's probably going to get worse. Go, civilians, go. Goodbye. Good riddance. Eliminate Dufresne. Or... oh. Oh, then there's the... owie. Ooh. And... that armor's paid off big. Okay, we're ending the turn. Just gotta survive. We're gonna get hit with everything. It just... yeah, give me some room to move around. Owie. Alright, here we go. Just gotta survive, Gia. Come on now.
That's it. You're under arrest by order of General Tillinghast.
Uh-oh. Damn it. Soldier boy, get out of my way. Now's our chance. The Whitecaps jump on Dufresne's sleek Corvette like a drove of starched pigs tackling a raven. While the bullets and cuss words fly, so do we. And he clocks our escape with a furious shout. You ain't seen the last of me, you hear? I'm coming for you, Miss Doctor. Well, we survived. Cool. And we got a lot of things, too. Nitro can be used to avoid... whew! All the things. Oh, we're gonna lose so... We needed... Armor Buster? Brass Knuckles. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. And we can at least... we already got a shotgun equipped. Can be used to avoid optional... and light armor. Yeah, let's confirm. I know, I don't have the room. And fly over here. Hopefully there's no random things happening as we're up in the air. That would be bad.
I better let Cress know what happened to the Chimera.